It's a tough one. I think that education awareness is always a key critical element of that. But from my perspective, if you're not creating the opportunity in terms of people understanding the value and the incentive in terms of why they're doing it, then there's no driving force for them to continue doing that. I think a lot of the education that we're seeing is that we're showing kids what to do and we're telling kids recycle and put things away and do what you need to do, but it wears off. You know, what's in it for me sort of thing. So the heartfelt issue around what's best for the environment is not something that's going to sustain it continuously. That's where we need to develop systems where people can see the value. If we look at the opportunities in terms of what we've been creating through Use It, through the initiatives and the partnerships and the facilitations that we've done, we've shown people where that value is, and we can repeat that, and we can sort of cookie cutter that opportunity and take it to somewhere else, and people can see the value add. And I think the more that we create that, the more that we're going to start seeing that people are going to see that opportunity. They're going to stop throwing stuff away because they understand the value in that waste. So we've got to create that understanding of the value. And it might not be that particular individual, but it might be many other people in that person's community who are able to get that value out of it. And the benefit in terms of social upliftment, the whole broken window syndrome in terms of lack of litter, you start seeing less litter, people are less likely to litter. And they're not going to do that because they're going to be thinking, hang on a second, there's a value in this somewhere. So it's about changing perceptions based on realistic requirements from a Maslow's hierarchy requirement, as opposed to trying to tug on heartstrings. It's got to be real. Yeah. So I mean, if we look at some of the stuff we're doing, where we're producing entire houses out of recycled materials, now you've got a tangible product. You know, we're taking people's vision away from recycling being a sort of an arty, crafty type of thing, and making silly elephants out of milk bottles and things, to actually building houses. And that's where we start changing perceptions, when people start seeing the inherent value. I think we're still stuck in our old ways. If we look at the school curriculum system, if we look at career guidance, if we look at the tertiary education system, we're still basing our model on the linear economy. We've got to change things in terms of understanding that the new economy, the sustainable economy, or the green economy, is one where we look at interactivity between sectors, between skills, between focus areas. And you know, I mean, I get involved in food security and social upliftment and education and health and nutrition, and I'm a recycling guy. Well, I'm a geologist, so how I got into that is another thing. But it's about trying to understand the opportunities that are available in the new economy, looking at the green economy. So being able to understand that if I'm a young individual without a matric, or with a matric, or with a post-diploma or a university qualification, even people in universities, we're seeing engineering students coming out there and environmental students coming out there who are still thinking about that old mentality in terms of the standard jobs that we've had for the last 100 years. How to look beyond that, how to break the boxes, how to break those barriers, and understand that the world has got much more opportunities if we just look at it from a different perspective. How do we unpack the opportunities in waste and look at how those impact other things? So when I talk about waste, I don't talk about recycling. I talk about education, health, nutrition, infrastructure, job creation, skills development. Those are the things that are going to drive the thing forward. If we continue to think along the old naive lines of what recycling is, we're never going to make it happen.